Alright?
Alright?
Yeah, not too bad, not well.
Sorry?
Burning up, so I come down for a bit of fresh air.
Heartburn, is it?
No, face burn. Burning.
Been drinking?
Not yet, no.
Maybe have a night off?
I only had 2 last night, mind.
Maybe have a night off completely?
No, I always have my drink. So yeah.
Okay, I'm doing alright. So you bought some new Crocs.
Hey?
Just bought some new Crocs.
What's Crocs? Right, so let's get on with the trouble that occurred at St Thomas Cross last night at the back of my place at Eastville and Yeovil. There's also been some neighbour threats, but it's mainly outside. But let's just say you're getting knifed, dead fruitcake, said by a neighbour. You're a fucking paedophile, dead, said outside. Shot dead, sick cunt, disabled person, just smash you in, sick cunt, said. HIV needle, smash you in. And then HIV, fuck your whatever, whistled, I won't say what the word is. Lethal injection, sick cunt. Beat him to death, knife him down, said. And time mine can come in time to erections. Throughout last night and today, it means time in a loud bike. Just to let you know, the back of St Thomas Cross, Eastville and Yeovil last night's the nastiest night for a long, long time. Months, 6 months even. And it's all anything from smashing you in to being a woman beater, to being a child rapist. Anything from breaking my fingers off, to smashing me to pieces, to smashing every bone in my body, to breaking in, to injecting me with a needle, to shooting me dead, to breaking in, to anything else. You name it, it's just like that. I had a specific dream last night, and it's a dream which included Amy Weston. Obviously in the dream she hated me, and the family hated me and whatever. In reality that's the same there as well. But it's a rather unusual dream. I'm not going to bring family members into the dream, but what I will say is when I left the area where it contained Amy Weston and all the rest of it, and I was being violated, there was a crane that was lifting me away from there into a town which could have been a seaside town, but I don't know. But it just had the wall of a seaside and the old lighting that you get sometimes next to big rivers or coastal places. And then obviously I woke up from that dream. As I woke up from the dream, being stabbed with HIV, said, and Crow says you had sex with Wayne several times. I'm not going to go into the Wayne issue, but I mentioned this and documented it many times in the past. If we go back in the earliest times of when I mentioned the Deep Depression life story pack that I did, and it goes back to 1994. But obviously it's awkward to explain, but let's just say when it comes to sexuality, I'm not happy as it stands today, and I've not been happy for many years. Seagull says had sex with Amy Weston when I haven't. Seagull says played with Sadie as well. Unfortunately I've not had sex with Amy Weston, and I've not had sex with Sadie Dando either. Having a break-in, said by Seagulls. Breaking in Justin Garcely said. Bonus a loud bike about 20 odd times or so before falling back asleep, that is. Seagull says dead meat Justin. Dead meat don't need her. That's another thing the Crow said, or Seagull said. Seagull says already been with Amy Weston, you weirdo, when I haven't. Extreme intense burning occurs because obviously that's starting up again, and it's not just starting up lightly. This is causing a lot of pain. It's causing head crushing pain, making me feel slightly sick, causing me to feel bloated, causing a sore throat, slightly sensitive teeth, causing burny eyes, and in the chest area you've got intense sort of burns, and also on your feet you feel like you can't stand because they're sore, but they're not actually burning as such, but it's like a burning sensation that occurs, and you feel like jelly as well, like you're going to collapse on the floor. Right, obviously they need to reverse the car at me, and obviously the setups are like this. We're on the 34th day now where they've stepped up to as much action as making it heavy and as packed and as havoc as they can possibly cause it. For those days, apart from the Saturday, what they're doing is causing it to be as busy as they can possibly make it, and controlling everyone's movement around me to cause as much havoc and as much shit stirring and as much trouble and as much inconvenience as they can possibly stack in my direction and control me with. And they're getting everyone's movement in a way where it's busy as anything. So the amount of people that have been put in my direction, or vehicles trying to cut me up on the corner to smash me to pieces, or overhanging trailers on the corner to smash me up, or controlling the traffic flow in my direction or whatever, to be the busiest it's ever been on record for the last 30 or so days. So I'm very annoyed by that. Obviously it's not the heaviest action for people sneezing in my face or threats or other action, but where this is occurring, it is causing trouble, because many people are photographing me, they're mistaking me as Savannah, getting people saying they're going to get people to shoot me down, you name it, so it's been pretty bad. Anyway, let's get on with the rest of this sheet, shall we? Losing your life, you weirdo, said by a neighbour. My penis shoots up as I think about a female I need, and I think about the issues of not being able to have sex with a female all my life, and as I do think about that person and get an erection, they need to time a loud bike. For the last 15 minutes I've been struggling to state the problems that have occurred, and I'm not very happy with a specific music track that's been playing in someone's car. If I was to guess, it came out around the year 2000 to around the area of 2010. Though that can't be confirmed. Oh, God's sake. Alright, I'm going to the fart smell. I've got to do this right. There's fucking people, but they're just piling on this fucking setup as heavy as they can fucking possibly cause the trouble to occur. That's a housing estate with no one down there, and they're just timing everyone to come out of the house. It's like I said, like just now, they're packing and stacking and piling on as much havoc as they can possibly fucking stack in my direction to cause as much fucking trouble and misery as they can fucking stir. Anyway, this music track basically says, if you've been sexually abused as a child, then you should be entitled to someone under the age of 30 and no older. That's basically what it says. So it's a music track that's saying that if, no matter what your age is, if you've been sexually abused and not had sex in your whole life, you should be entitled to go with someone under the age of 30. And that's basically all it says. And it's basically a track like that. It sounds like it's quite a commercial track as well. It's not one of those underground tracks or one of those less popular sounding tracks. This sounds like it's a commercial track. Unfortunately, that's going to go against me, because I'm 43, and when that track was made, people weren't moaning about age gaps or anything like that. Nowadays, if there's more than a 2 or 3 year age gap, you're known as a sick bastard, regardless if you've been sexually abused or not. So that's definitely not good, is it? Anyway, while pissing about in the time period that occurred, all these setups occur in a matter of 30 seconds. I'll just mention that. There's a lot more setups, but I'm just going to mention what happened in the 30 seconds after that music track occurred. So we had a whistle van, a sexual car my way, my willy shoots up so a bike angled at me, a dumper truck, a knife-shaped car, choked by catalytic converter stench, a crow says pervert Justin, Abri van, and a couple of cars angled to smash me up on the corner, and I think that covers the 30 seconds that I mentioned. He's a pedo, fucking saddie, stab him, and someone took a picture of me, and obviously it started snowing as well. 2024 is the best year where the government or the creator God or whoever's controlling my movement has managed to stop me getting photos or defeated me taking pictures. Well, obviously the sun's come out and there's been about 200 to 300 cars on a road where there's never more than about 100 cars in total for the whole road, which is a 10-minute road when I'm on the bus. So I'm a bit annoyed by that. The other thing that they're doing is digging and fucking slamming down my throat, making it fucking clear, getting violent, getting nasty, getting malicious, and going absolutely fucking raging psycho on me to claim that I've had sex with Sadie Dando or raped Sadie Dando when I haven't. The next thing that they're doing is trying to time overhanging trailers to smash my fucking legs off from behind and telling me I'm a fucking sick bastard and that they're going to rip me to fucking pieces in my next life, and making the suggestion that they slice my wrist with God and going to cause me to go to the fire of hell. But they're also suggesting that you're living up to your name just in time and we're ripping you to fucking pieces in every fucking life, and making sure that you get sexually abused as a child in your next life, and making the suggestion it's Jesus Christ that's raping the guts in and out you as a child when adults rape me as a baby in my next life. And they're going absolutely, and I mean absolutely fucking wild on me with these setups. but they're getting nastier and nastier as the years go on. I've had to put up with half an hour of seagull sounds, bird sounds and crow sounds telling me I'm being sexually abused as a child in my next life, telling me I'm being shot down, telling me I'm being knifed, telling me to fuck the names of people that sexually abused me as a child, and telling me I'm being burgled and having my life taken to pieces. So much the same as threats, basically. And that's a worldwide supply that's just passed. And like you can hear, the traffic's been made heavy to defeat my pictures. Right, so there's been another 150 cars in the last 10 minutes, and it's all action to apply that the government want me hit off, or the creator God wants me hit off. But not done to be half nasty, but to be absolutely violent about it. I mean, we got van vehicles like smashing you to fucking pieces, or smash you to pieces rubble flatbed lorry. Just in time van with a double bell alarm clock that's being smashed. Just come to fucking pieces, which is a new t-shirt that's been occurring lately. You know, and when they usually time a lookalike to someone who sexually abused me as a child, they time a t-shirt that says make love, not war, followed by another t-shirt that says age is just a number, it's love that counts, and then there's yet another t-shirt that says over 50s fine, under 50s is not fine. I can't remember the exact wording on that. So basically what they're saying is once that t-shirt becomes commercial in the next 5 years, it's going to be too late for me to go with anyone under the age of 50. So they're basically telling me that they're sexually crucifying me and ripping me to fucking pieces, but also taking a piss out of me with single mothers. And the other thing that they're doing is they're designing the modern pushchairs to be knifed shaped, so when they angle a single mother pushing a pushchair in my direction, it's like a knife pose that's going in your direction. And the other thing that they're doing after they time a lookalike to someone who sexually abused me as a child is getting a fat person with a little tiny baby being bounced about in a sling, and then a seagull go ha ha ha, or a crow make a voice sound or whatever, or a dog will make a voice sound in a crap way or far-fetched sexual suggestion. So, you know, it's as bad as that. And you've got the spill your guts t-shirt that occurs, and 100% power clean van, you name it, you name it. They're getting nastier and nastier with these setups, especially since the lockdown. After the lockdown, I mean, which is the first lockdown, the coronavirus lockdown. I don't know if it's going to any more. I'm being told I'm a sick cunt by people that are teenagers, people in their 20s and people in their early 30s. And you've got to take into account they've had sex in those decades, and I'm nailed as a sick bastard if I don't have sex properly for the first time in my whole life with someone over the age of 43. And yet they're having sex with people 25 years younger than I am, and they're telling me I'm a sick cunt, threatening to smash me in, to bash my fucking brains out, to break my fucking arms and legs off, nailing me as a sick cunt and telling me I should be fancying an old fucking fogey, or negative attraction, or shingles attraction, or a pizza face. And they're going absolutely fucking wild with me. I've actually been chased with a knife and been threatened to be killed because of this threat by someone 25 years younger than me at Nine Springs in Yeovil in 2022, which was in the month of June. That's how nasty it's getting. Yet, who's not a single mother in my age group? And why should I be told to go with someone twice the age of people that sexually abused me as a child at the age they would have been when they sexually abused me? Why should I be told to go with someone at least 10 years older than the age Jesus Christ was when he was crucified? You know, because he was crucified at 33 and I'm 43. Also, I'm told to go with someone 3 times older than Mary Magdalene, who Jesus Christ had sex with in his living life. Now, there's a lost manuscript that mentions this, but what I want to do is make things even worse, because even in the main Bible, people have made conspiracies regarding this Mary Magdalene, and that Jesus Christ could have been in a sexual relationship with her, which is without the lost manuscript. I'm told I should be looking at pizza faces, a face that looks like a mouthful of tomato ketchup and rotted teeth, and also I'm told to go with the unhygienic type of looking face, the type people with a red rash all over their chest, or rough skin, or a face that looks like it's full of disease or falling apart, you know, or wrinkly or whatever. I'm being told to go with someone that looks like that for first ever sexual relationship in my whole life with a woman. Yet all my enemies and everybody else have had sex with teenagers, so why is that the case? That's sexual murder. And you've got to take into account, in my previous life, I was sexually abused as a little girl. And in my early 20s, when I was working in a laboratory, according to this past life clairvoyant reading, she said I died tragically in my early 20s, and she says I was quite a beautiful woman when I grew up into my early 20s. In this life, she thought that my life was going to change, and she said it's going to get a lot better and karma's going to treat you a bit more respectable in this life. And then what happens? 15 years ago or so, after that reading, my life gets 50 times worse. And I still haven't got anyone. And then what happens when I'm born in my next life? As setups and suggestions and people giving threats are saying? Well, basically they're saying that I'm going to be sexually abused as a child again in my next life. I've had to cut the recordings, so I'm getting a bit confused what to say. Because obviously I'm being choked out by a catalytic converter, which smells like white vinegar mixed with the smell of rubbing 2 stainless steel knives against garden cress, except it's about 50 to 100 times stronger depending on how bad it is. And obviously with them packing the traffic and stacking as much fucking mayhem and trouble and causing as much shit and whatever in my path, it's not going to stop, you see. And the other thing I want to mention is since they started making it extremely busy or packing everywhere where I go, they stopped timing that van where it says time to get busy, followed by a jumper that says murder. Now there's a music track also called A-Sides Murder on Strictly Underground Records, and it's the Time to Get Busy mix. Well, basically it was released in 1994 and it's on a rave compilation called Strictly Underground The Compilation Volume 3, where that track says murder, just, murder, just, time to get busy. So obviously the government want me to hit off big time unless the creators curse me. A lot of these people that are starting on me have got this dry and sarcastic accent, so it's like an accent where they talk like this. I'll tell you what, I'll fucking kill him, I'll go fucking knife him, I fucking will, I'll beat him, I'll fucking kick his fucking head, I'll fucking bash him like a fucking rugby ball, I'll fucking shoot him dead, that cunt's gone, he's getting fucking burgled, I'll fucking bash him out, the cunt's being shot dead, fucking child rapist. You know, it's all that fucking dry and sarcastic accent. So, you know, I'm getting pissed off at it. So it's like, come from the snobby accent of the 70s, 80s and 90s, which has progressed and formed into a new accent of a malicious, stuck-up type of accent that's very dry and sarcastic. So it actually comes from like the higher class that's been modernised into like a gangstery, nasty sort of accent. Last week I went to take some pictures, and obviously they stopped me by putting all this force control around me, timing single mothers with push chairs, children to be around where I want to photograph an old-fashioned scenery or whatever. And one of the ladies who had a dry and sarcastic accent in her mid-20s, obviously a very sexual looking type that my enemies have been with, a blonde, and she said, what the fuck are you doing? Why do you fucking need to take a picture? Why can't you do it on a fucking sunny day? Why do you have to do it on a cloudy day? Your fucking brain's gone, you're a fucking vegetable, you're a fucking fruitcake. Just get the fuck out of the area. You're just absolutely fucking sicko, you're dead. And then the boyfriend starts saying, I'll fucking get out and fucking beat him, I'll fucking take him back, I'll fucking smash him. You fucking get out of that fucking way now, I'll fucking tell you, you fucking go, or I'll bash you to fucking pieces, you fucking sick cunt. So obviously, that and something else was said, and it was slightly more nastier than how I'm talking now. Just because I was trying to take a picture of a very old-fashioned building. So, you know, no matter what you do, this dry and sarcastic accent and this snobbery around me is getting nastier and nastier. On social media, I'm told I'm a sick cunt if I look at any female that's under the age of 37. Yet all these people that are under the age of 37 are single mothers that have had sex when they're teenagers and got congratulations written all over their Facebook channels or other utilities on the internet to apply that they're a single mother when they're a teenager. Yet I'm told I'm a sick cunt if I don't go with an adult that has children that are grown up adults. Yet I've had nothing in my whole life. I'm also being told I should be with a stale piece of shit, an ugly woman, negative attraction, and that I'm going to have my life taken or be ripped to fucking pieces if I don't go with someone I can't stand the look of for first ever sexual relationship in my whole life. So I'm being told, basically, give you the plate of fucking fire. Shove that down your fucking throat. So yeah, That's the creator God for you and his fucking people. Fucking malicious, cruelty, fucking tearaway. Fucking sexual slaughter cunt. That's all Jesus Christ is. A sexual slaughter fucking tearaway that smashed an ice axe fucking through me and shattered me and wants to throw me in a fucking fireplace to burn in intense heat with a sour flare.